I am absolutely speechless. Alright, so this past weekend I saw Avengers Infinity War twice. I had to. This is the first movie I've seen in a while that I've seen twice. So this is going to be both a non-spoiler and a spoiler review. So for the first part, non-spoiler part, see it. You have to see this movie. Like, if you like Marvel films, this Marvel film with these characters, like Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Guardians, all of them, with these characters, favorite Marvel movie. Hands down, with these characters, favorite Marvel movie. At least until Avengers 4 comes out. So we'll see what happens with that one. But, yeah, definitely see this movie. Best Marvel movie with these characters. This, Marvel, is how you do a villain. I mean, damn! This villain is awesome. Thanos is just... The first time you see him on screen, you know shit is gonna go down. I mean, dang! Just the first 5 minutes of the film alone, Thanos just wrecks stuff. He just wrecks it. It is awesome. Like, my gosh. Okay, now, spoilers. Because now I have to actually talk about the film. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. You don't want spoilers? Stop this video right now. I'll give you 2 seconds. Okay, first 5 minutes of the film. Thanos just kills off the Idris Elba's character. Boom, done. Dead. Just stabs him. Then Loki, trying to be Loki, he tries to kill Thanos. That doesn't work out too well. Boom, snaps the neck. It's like, shit, they ain't holding back on this one. I mean, like, boom, done. 2 characters already dead. It's like, holy moly. Oh, and he also fights Hulk, and he beats the crap out of him. He beats the crap out of the Hulk. And just because of that one fight alone, Hulk never shows up again. The Hulk is terrified of Thanos. Terrified after that fight. Throughout the rest of the entire movie, he's like, no! No! Yeah, Hulk never shows up again. I found that awesome and hilarious. Okay, so Thanos is after Infinity Stones. He has the first one, he just has it, and he gets the second one from after killing Loki. So that works. What else happens that I loved in this movie? Yeah, I loved this movie. Hands down, if you haven't gathered that already. Okay, so let's see. So then, Banner shows up at Doctor Strange. I love the interaction between Doctor Strange and Iron Man when Doctor Strange gets Iron Man. I love that interaction. They are like 2 people who know their field, and they think they're both really, really smart, which they are, and they just bicker like sons of guns. Like, I mean, I saw that happening just because of the way their characters are. But my gosh, the interaction between those 2 is hilarious throughout the entire movie. Alright, so then bad guys show up. You have an amazing, awesome fight. The action in this movie. Bravo, Russo brothers. Bravo. I knew you made good Marvel movies because I've seen your others. Like, I've seen Civil War and Winter Soldier. Pretty sure you both did those. Anyways, I've seen your other Marvel movies. I know you can do action, but in the past, I think sometimes you went too close for particular scenes. The action in these sequences, bravo, man. You didn't get too close. You could tell what was going on in every action scene. Action was very well done in this movie. Alright, so then we find out that Vision and Scarlet Witch are dating, which, okay, I guess I can go with that. That's fine. So then bad guys show up. Awesome fight. And then in that fight, Cap shows up. I love Captain America. This isn't proof enough. I know this is a regular American shirt, but Captain America, by far, out of all these characters, is my favorite character. Captain America is badass, and he's badass in this movie. He shows up with Falcon and Black Widow. They kick the bad guys' asses. Bye-bye, bad guys. Bye-bye, bad guys. So, One is dead, so they kill one of them. And then the girl runs away with the guy who ends up dying. So, yeah. That one scene where one of the bad guys throws the spear and that Cap just... and then just like throws it back towards Black Widow. That was awesome. I love that scene. Cap just kicks butt. I'm gonna be sad to see him go in Avengers 4 because I heard Chris Evans is not doing this anymore after Avengers 4. So I'm gonna be sad to see Captain America go. He's my favorite Avenger. He is, just is. The Thor and Guardians meetup. That was hilarious. I love that scene. Just how Chris Pratt, how Star-Lord is so jealous of Thor. And then he starts mocking his voice. I'm not mocking you. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. That was hilarious. What else do I want to talk about? The Thanos fight with Guardians, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, and Spider-Man. Damn! And they had him too. If Thanos didn't kill Gamora, by the way, he killed Gamora, which I thought sucked. And Red Skull showed up again. That was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that. That was pretty cool. So, yeah, Thanos killed Gamora to get the Soul Stone, which sucked. So Gamora's dead. And then Star-Lord finds that out once they have Thanos trapped, which that fight was awesome. Thanos did a lot of wrecking, but he got captured. They had him, but then Star-Lord had to find out that Gamora was dead, and then he messes that shit up. Damn you, Star-Lord. So, what happens after that? Yeah, so then, he punches Thanos, and then Thanos wakes up. He gets the gauntlet back onto his arm. They had it, too. And then he grabs it and gets it back. Oh, that was awesome. And then he just wrecks them all. He just wrecks them all. Wrecks them. He wrecks them all. He destroys and kicks all their asses. I mean, damn. Talk about, like that was serious. Like, he just wrecks. He even throws a moon at Iron Man, for Pete's sakes. Like, dang. He just, like, with the Infinity Gauntlet, just grabs the moon and just chucks it at Iron Man. It's like, damn. And then he knew about Iron Man. That was interesting. I didn't know he knew about Tony. I liked that. I found that cool. I was like, wow. Like, I knew Iron Man knew about Thanos because he had the dream in Avengers 2, and then Avengers 1, he went up into space. So I knew he sort of knew about Thanos. But Thanos knew about Tony. Like, he actually knew who Tony was. Like, that was interesting. So then, finally, Iron Man and Thanos are fighting. Iron Man gets a shot in. That was cool. He got him blood. I like Iron Man's tech in this movie. It's like nanotech, I think he mentioned. His suit is really cool in this movie. So then he gets a punch, and then Thanos, like, just wipes the blood, and it's like, you did all that for just blood? And then he just destroys Iron Man. He just wrecks him. Like, I mean, dang. Then Iron Man tries to stab him with a sword that just appears from his suit. Thanos is like, nope, grabs the sword, breaks it off, stabs Iron Man. It's like, dang. So Doctor Strange, apparently, for some reason, saw like 14 million variables of how they win. I mean, he saw 14 variations against Thanos. And out of those 14 million, he only saw one way that they win. So, I guess, in this way, he had to give Thanos the Time Stone. Which is like, dang it, man. So while this fight is all happening, and he finally gets the Time Stone, we're back in Wakanda. So we're back in Wakanda, and they go gas Black Panther for his help. Bucky shows up. They give him his arm back. So after that happens, Thanos' minions show up, and that epic fight happens. So all those little monsters beings, whatever the heck you want to call them, are going through the barrier and trying to and killing themselves. Some of them are getting through. So then finally they realize to go around, and then I think Banner mentions it that they're going around and they can't let that happen. So they decide to let down the barrier. The barrier is let down. Everyone's running, and then Cap and freaking Black Panther. Cap just all of a sudden just breaks through the crowd with his super speed almost. He's just like, whoa, and he just runs past everyone, and then he catches up with Black Panther, and they're running together, and then the epic fight begins. That fight is awesome. And then while this fight is happening, that epic fight, and the epic fight with Thanos and Iron Man and all them, while he gets the Time Stone, Thor, Rocket, and Groot, teenage Groot, who's an absolute teenager in this movie, are going to get a special axe from a dwarf who, hilariously, is played by Peter Dinklage. He's a really tall dude, but in real life, he's a really short dude. I found that hilarious. So, they go get the weapon. Thor has to start up a star in order to get the weapon for the metal to melt with the heat of the star or whatever. Something breaks, and then Thor has to hold open the thing. So he's literally getting shot through with a star. A star is going right through him. How he survived that, I have no idea. I knew he was a god, but damn! That was insane. So finally they get the weapon. Thor survives. So then finally, after they get the weapon, they head down to the fight. And the team-ups in that fight are awesome. Rocket's just shooting. Bring it! And then, he's going to be overrun, so Bucky comes over, picks him up, he's holding him in one hand, he's shooting in the other. Bring it! That was funny as hell. I love that scene. I loved this movie. The action was amazing. The villain. This is the best Marvel villain I've seen in a while, especially with these characters. In Black Panther, they had Killmonger was a great villain. But my problem with Black Panther was that they had two villains. They had the tech guy, I don't know what the heck to call it, the weapons guy, and then they had Killmonger. They focused on two villains where I think they should have just focused on Killmonger. If they just focused on Killmonger, Black Panther would be really up there. But they focused on two villains, and I think it got muddled. If they just focused on Killmonger, I would have loved Black Panther a lot more than I did. I liked Black Panther, but I didn't love it as much as other people. It's a great movie. But they focus on Thanos. This is Thanos' movie. Okay, so the fight's going on. Epic team-ups. Great action. I love this. So finally, Thanos gets the Time Stone and he comes to Earth. Comes to Wakanda. So he shows up and everyone knows shit's about to go down. Cap's everyone on me. And I don't know how quickly they all showed up, but apparently they all just showed up automatically real quickly. So then Thanos just appears. So then Vision knows that there's no time. You have to destroy that. He tells Scarlet Witch you have to destroy the stone. So she doesn't want to, but she has to. So everyone else is fighting and holding off Thanos, which my favorite part of that is when, and they showed it in the trailer, is when Cap grabs Thanos' gauntlet and just holds it, and he's pushing, and Thanos is shocked. He's like, what the hell? I'm like, that's badass. Yeah, eventually he takes his other arm and punches Cap out, but still, he held off that gauntlet. That was insane. But Thanos gets through, but he gets through too late, and Scarlet Witch destroys the Mind Stone. But then Thanos is like, no, you did that for nothing. Uses his gauntlet, uses the Time Stone he just got from Doctor Strange, reverses the time. And then he's like, yeah, here we go. So then he just grabs the Infinity Stone, rips it out of Vision's head. So Scarlet Witch just had to watch her boyfriend die twice. Yeah, that sucks. So then he gets the last Infinity Stone. Then out of nowhere, Thor shows up. He throws the axe right into Thanos. You think, yes! They actually defeated him! Yes! Yes! And then Thanos said, you should have went for the head. Snaps the finger. We have like a little Vision Quest scene with daughter Gamora, with daughter Gamora when she was a kid Gamora. She asks, did you do it? He says yes. But he looks sad though. And then she asks, was it worth it or what did it cost? And he says, everything. Then it goes back to normal time. His gauntlet is freaking screwed up, man. I mean, it is messed up as anything. Thor's like, what'd you do? And then Thanos just opens a portal using the gauntlet and disappears. Then, the most shocking ending to any Marvel movie I've seen, or any movie, period, I've seen in a long time. People just start turning to dust. I think first was Bucky. So, they killed Bucky. They killed Groot. They killed Star-Lord, Spider-Man. The Spider-Man one was tough, though, because he went into Iron Man's hand and into his arms. He was like, I don't want to go. That one was really sad. I didn't like that one, but yeah. So they killed Bucky, Falcon, Star-Lord, Groot, Spider-Man, Drax, Mantis, Scarlet Witch, Black Panther. Who else did they kill? I think I mentioned everyone. If I didn't, I apologize, but if you've seen the movie, you know they just killed off, and they're dead. They are officially dead. Like, I don't care what you say, they are dead. Now, obviously, somehow they're going to bring them back, because a lot of these characters, they have sequels set up. Movie-wise, they have sequels set up. So in Avengers 4, they are going to bring these characters back somehow. But still, just the face of Captain America, he says, oh God. God. Like, he knows they're dead. These characters are dead. And then it shows Thanos doing what he said he was going to do earlier in the movie. I think he's going to watch the sunset on a grateful nation, on a grateful universe, or whatever. Half the universe, not half of Earth, half the universe is gone. Not Earth, not just Earth alone. Half the universe is gone. And then credits roll. Thanos did it. Do you understand that? Thanos did it. He got all 6 Infinity Stones. And he killed half the universe. He just killed trillions and trillions of people. Trillions. Half the universe is gone. Is dead. And then credits. And then they show the title for Avengers Infinity War. And it goes away with dust. Just like all the characters just died. It's like, you just kill off all those people. And you do that. It's like, holy crap. My mouth, just like in the beginning of this video, my jaw was opened. My jaw dropped. I couldn't believe that's how they ended it. I was shocked. This was the most shocking movie I've ever seen in my entire life. Shocking ending. It is the first movie ever where the villain won. The villain in this movie won. He did what he set out to do, and he just killed off trillions and trillions of people. He won. He succeeded. Wrap your brain around that for a sec. Thanos succeeded. Yeah. Now, then we have to watch like 10 minutes of credits to get the end credits scene. So then this shows, we get some talking, and then they show up, Nick Fury and then the girl. I don't know her name. I'm sorry, but you know who I'm talking about. The girl. So then the girl shows up. Nick and they're driving. They're talking about what happened or happening in Wakanda. And then a car almost crashes in front of them. So then she goes check. I think it's Agent Hill. So then she goes checks the car, and there's no one there. And then the plane crashes into the building. Helicopter, plane, something like that. Into the building. Boom. That pilot's dead. That dude in the car, dead. Then Hill disappears in smoke, in dust. Then Fury's like, yeah, we got problems. He goes, grabs a pager. Some kind of advanced pager. I'll go with an advanced pager, but it's a pager. So he's hitting buttons and he gets his message through. But then he starts disappearing into dust before he can say mother, and then he disappears before he says the F part. So then he disappears. The pager drops, searching, sending whatever, and then a symbol shows up. Now I had to look this up, so that's why I'm going to say this. That symbol is for Captain Marvel. And I think her movie is coming out in 2019. But her movie is going to be set in the 90s, I think they said when I read up on it. So her movie is going to be set up in like the 90s. We're going to have a younger Nick Fury. So I don't think Samuel L. Jackson is going to be playing Nick Fury in the Captain Marvel movie. I also think, if I read correctly, I don't think he's going to have the eye patch yet. So I think we're going to find out how he gets the eye patch. That should be interesting. So yeah, I know in Avengers 4 they're going to bring back some of these characters. I realize that, but still, just the way they ended this movie, they just killed off so many characters. It's just like, holy shit. I've never watched a movie where the villain actually won. He actually won. That just blows my mind. That blows my mind. The villain won. That blows my mind. It's like, damn. Yeah, so in closing, movie, Avengers Infinity War, my favorite, with these characters, my favorite Marvel movie. With these characters, my favorite Marvel movie. You have to see this movie in a theater. If you can, see it on the biggest screen possible. Both times when I saw it in Cinemark XD. Both times. So worth it. This movie, needs to be seen on a theater screen and needs to be seen on the biggest screen you possibly can find. Hands down, with these characters, my favorite Marvel movie. I cannot wait for Avengers 4. And I know, with how this movie ended, that any Marvel movie that comes out now until Avengers 4, it's going to take place before Infinity War. There's no way it's going to take place after. Not with what just happened. So Ant-Man and the Wasp coming out in July, I already looked it up. I already looked it up, and it's confirmed. It takes place before Infinity War. Captain Marvel, I'm pretty sure, takes place in the 90s. And then I think after that is Avengers 4. So I don't know what year Avengers 4 comes out. I'm hoping next year. I'm hoping 2019, but I don't know. So it's either going to be 2019, 2020. So hopefully we won't have to wait too long to find out what happens. One thing I was a little shocked about who they didn't kill off were the big four. I'm surprised they didn't kill off Cap, Iron Man, Thor, and Hulk. Now my guess is that they killed off all those other characters. Oh, Doctor Strange died as well. I forgot to mention that. Like I said, I can't remember everyone. But they killed off a lot of people. So, my guess is when Avengers 4 comes out, when they get all these characters to come back, the big four are going to hand over the reins, so to speak, to the younger generation. To, like, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, the Guardians. Because Guardians has a Volume 3. And also, pretty sure they're going to bring Gamora back. Because I read somewhere or heard somewhere, I forget what, that in Guardians Volume 3, because they are planning a Volume 3, and I'm pretty sure James Gunn, who directed the last two Guardians, is directing the third one, he wants to focus on Gamora more than anyone else. So, if that's accurate, Gamora is gonna come back. So these characters are gonna come back. I realize that. I'm not clueless to that fact. But still, just the way the movie ended is just shocking. I've never seen a movie end where the villain actually won. And he succeeded in what he set out to do. He had a mission, he had a plan, and he fulfilled that plan, and he completed the mission. He did it. He killed off trillions of people. Now, those trillions are probably going to be brought back to life somehow. Don't know how. That's going to be fulfilled in Avengers 4. But right now, in this universe, in the present time, not Ant-Man, not Captain Marvel, in the present time, trillions of people are dead. Mull over that. See this movie. And this is my first time ever doing this. That's why it's probably super long, like a half hour from what I can see on my recorder. So yeah, if you have any comments, just comment, let me know. If you have any questions, hit me up. So this is my first time doing a video review. I hope I did okay. If you like this, maybe you'll check out some of my other videos. They're not reviews, but I made some music videos. Yeah. If not, I hope you like this review. I would definitely see this movie in theaters. Definitely see it on the biggest screen you can. And see it as soon as humanly possible. As soon as humanly possible. So, I'm signing off. Enjoy. See ya.